do it like it'd be kind of like Aladdin or like Beauty and the Beast
Yeah.
um, type situation where she's kind of an outsider in this inside world, you know.
That would be cool.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I like that both of you are wearing headbands. I guess I should have too.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep the hair out of the eyes.
My next door neighbor just, she's a hairdresser and just went with the purple thing, the purple hair. And I asked her about it and she said, well, we could try yours. And it's like, no, I don't think so. I don't think I have enough to even worry about that kind of stuff. Anyway, here we are.
Bye.
Yeah.
So,
Have you found a way to get past the 40-minute time limit on the Zoom meetings, Bob?
you can, but I think you have to buy a membership or something like that to do it.
Huh.
I have a membership if you wanted to use my Zoom.
Cool. So
Yeah.
you could be our official host and everything, make it all work.
Because I teach off-ice classes on Zoom, so I had to get a membership so that I can do it for more than 40 minutes.
What kind of classes?
Like off-ice figure skating classes, because all of the rinks are closed right now, so I don't have a job. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the ice skater.
yeah.
Yeah.
I had to buy it, so if you guys want to use it, you totally can.
And what did it cost you?
It's $15 a month, I think.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
About the same as Prime then.
Yeah. Except not as fun.
You think shopping is fun? Is that the deal?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, you guys been bored out of your mind?
Hey, you know, it's all right.
Yeah. Okay.
I went on a walk yesterday, try and clear my head, and I think during the walk I changed everything in my script again.
That's okay.
I need to stop doing that and just finish it.
Well, everybody says writing is really rewriting.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're doing. So anyway, and Sarah, I took a look at your third act stuff.
Yeah.
And I made a couple notes in it and sent you back. So.
Oh, perfect. I'll have to look at that. Yeah, I've been trying to get the third act like the way I want it to, but like I feel like there's still holes and stuff.
Well, just keep writing and you'll find it.
Yeah, so I've just like had to sit down and make myself write it because like it works out eventually. I just have to keep writing it.
Yeah, that's how you find your way, you know. So do you use any story stuff when you're teaching your dance or through your ice skating?
Do I use any of what?
Any story structure stuff with ice skating?
Like what do you mean?
Well, I know people who like do Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff. They tend to use story structure when they start learning. It's like, okay, let's change this. Let's make it more interesting. So just, I don't know.
But that sounds cool.
You know, act one, this is what we do. This is,
Yeah.
Come to the big finale, whatever.
Yeah.
Like I could run a D&D game for our class if you want.
And show how that works. You know, I'm surprised that that game is still out there, but I guess it's pretty addicting.
Well, they have new versions of it like every few years. So.
Yeah. And I know there's all kinds of books you can buy about doing different things on it. Yeah. if that's something you want to spend. Oh,
That's a map for a D&D game.
okay. I thought it was maybe a hallucination or something. I don't know.
It might be a little bit of that as well.
Yeah, that happens. So
No, you'd be. I have way too many D&D books. They're, yeah.
and how much money do you make playing D&D? Just curious.
It's practice for writing.
Oh, there you go.
So it's and it's my one recreation. It's the only thing I do for recreation. And I can justify it because I feel like it helps me with my art.
Okay. As long as we can justify it, it's okay, right?
Yep. As long as we can make excuses for ourselves, we're good.
Yeah. Well, you think anybody else is going to show up? Maybe send them a quick email.
Maybe they're trying to figure it out. Took me a few minutes with the code and everything.
Yeah.
I think it's funny. I had like, at the beginning of the week, there was like 6 different systems that people wanted me to try and use with Skyping in or whatever. And now it's been narrowed down to 2. It's this one and then one other one that I still can't get to work.
What's the other one?
What's it called? Or maybe I did get it to work. I don't remember. It's one where you make media things and send it in.
Kaltura?
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, with Canvas.
It's not a Canvas one. Everybody abandoned the Canvas ones.
I actually think Canvas worked pretty good for me. But
I don't know why it wouldn't work for me. It was.
Well, did you guys get my email about the Dropbox
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that? Okay.
Go React is the other one that people are using. But that's an acting thing. It's for uploading videos of yourself acting and people can comment on them and stuff. So.
People can act up, huh?
Yep.
So I saw a video yesterday. I forget what site it was on, but it was be aware of what you're doing when you're doing these conference calls and stuff. This gal picks up her iPad and you can see her walking down the hall and she sets it down and it's kind of low and she's standing. All of a sudden she drops her pants and sits down on the toilet. And there's like this whole mass of people and all of a sudden everybody's going, I just couldn't figure it out. Quickly telling her, it's kind of like some of the decorum when you're online, be aware that people can see you, most of the time. So anyway.
Yeah. Gotta watch it.
So Courtney,
Sorry?
are you here, Courtney?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. But you don't want us to see you in your pajamas, is that it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Whatever. It all works. So, all right. Well, let me just kind of get started since we're limited on time here. We only have like 40 minutes. A couple things. First of all, let me, let's see, do this one. Okay. Sorry. Need to make a few deals on here. You guys can't see my screen, can you?
No.
Okay. There we go. Can you see that one?
Yes.
Okay. let me pull up the, there's like 5,000 menus up here now. On the Dropbox files, that was suggested on Tuesday as being a good way to do that. If you go into Dropbox, you'll find a file that's 2742 script writing. I've put everybody's emails in that so they can all add you can upload, there's a file for everybody's names. You can upload your scripts into this, and when you're reviewing, you can pull the scripts out, and you can make notes and then put it back into that file. And so it's an easy way to transfer files without having to get on all the other minutia of emails and back and forth and trying to keep track of it all. I've got a spreadsheet that I created that I'll keep track of who's where, and I'll send you a list of somebody please review this file or this script and give us notes on it. In the calendar, that one. In the calendar, the Act 1 should be due today. If you guys can turn that in, and then we'll start the reviews. Sarah turned hers in. That's already in there, into your file there, Sarah, in the Dropbox. So, you go to it and you open it up. There it is. Okay. I'd like everybody to really work on just final draft because it's easier. It keeps it kind of consistent. Everybody has final draft, right? Nod cold. Yeah, okay.
I was working on my phone and I'm not able to get it on my phone, so that's why it was on there. That's why I didn't have that stuff on there.
They actually have an app that you can do.
I don't think they have it for Android. It's only for Apple.
No, yeah, that's right. It's only Apple stuff. So, my. Okay. Anyway, so there's the Dropbox files that you can go to. As people get in, I'll review that at the end. But let's go to Final Draft. This is, let me show you how to make notes in Final Draft. This is just a short film. If you open Final Draft, and then open the script that you're going to look at or make comments on, it just comes up and there you are. You've got the whole script. Then up at the top, you have these, you can insert an image, show or hide, navigational tab. That's one to work with. If you click on the navigational tab, it'll open up a sidebar, just using the script notes. It looks like this. And you can go by scene numbers, tells you everything that way. You can double click on it and it'll take you to the different scenes as a way to get in around. With characters, they have all kinds of notes that you can make. You can look at different things. Sarah, you had quite a list of the people involved and what they were doing. This is another place that you can use that if you want to. Tags is really only when you're doing a breakdown on a script. It's the producer's AD's kind of a job. And, if anybody wants to learn about that, we can do that. But with script notes, that's the main place you're going to be working. Again, file, navigator, script notes. And as you read through it, okay, this is fade in, exterior, small home, old part of town, morning. The overgrown trees, bushes, and untrimmed, overgrown vines, bushes, and untrimmed trees suggest no one lives here. The structure in need of paint and repairs. The curtain yellowed by time, opened a few inches, then closed. If you want to make a comment on something like that, like maybe this should be one sentence instead of two, okay? You simply click your cursor, and wherever your cursor is, then you click the add right there, and it adds a little flag to the script, okay? So you can, by looking at the script, you can just see where the notes are. Now, when you double click on that flag, it will take you to the corresponding note within the navigator. You're at this point, you can name your notes if you'd like. Oftentimes I'll list them in terms of story points or grammar, things like that, maybe continuity. Then down here, you type it. and it's there. One thing about it that I find interesting is final drafts spell check is very limited intentionally because people come up with some weird names and of places and different things. And so it doesn't want to correct everything that you do. So just be aware of that. So anyway, there's that note. You go on down, you know, Remy voiceover, her travels have taken her around the world. As you go through it and you find the different things you want to do, the curtains part, the screen doors open. You know, this is a voiceover to all these other things that are actually happening. You know, Paperboy walks past, throws his wares to the leaf-covered empty porch, bounces. Hits the torn screen door. He walks on without a backward glance. If there's another comment you want to make, you know, the curtains part, the door opens. I don't know. Somebody make a comment. The newspaper lays across the wooden dining room table. The pages turn one by one, stop in the literature section. You know, we want to add something there.
Maybe we suggest that like the newspaper subtly shows some detail of what's going on in the world.
Sure. Newspaper headlines, you know, can be read or something. You know, so you can do anything like this to add to it. And like going back here, you double click on it and it brings up the notes. Whoops. I'm clicking too much. Single click and it brings it up. The thing it will do too is it gives you the order of the notes. Now you can delete these if you need to. You can add them. The name is, you know, if you want to do an idea, if you have an idea, you can do that. You can add different types, and with the types, you create them. You know, it's very individualized. Color coding, I often use color coding. You know, if it's an idea, maybe you want to use orange for that idea. Okay, maybe for a note about something else you want to use, and you can color code them like this. It makes it easier as you're going back over the script to take a look at what people think may need to get fixed. And as you can see, the flag corresponds with the same color that you have. Okay, with your notes. So that's an easy way to see notes. Everybody got that? Easy to understand, or?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. It's just an easy way to do it. Now, this online stuff's going to be pretty weird. I don't know if any of you have taken online classes before, and the biggest thing it takes is a commitment of your time. Obviously, writing takes a commitment of your time too. But so make sure you guys allow yourself plenty of time to do this instead of just watching TV or reading a wonderful book, whatever you happen to be doing. The thing I've found is that, well, when at the University of Phoenix, the average time when people turn in papers is like 3:30 in the morning, which means people are staying up all night long. Now, the University of Phoenix is a school that focuses on working individuals getting a degree or advancing in their degree. You know, so you guys can work this any way you want to around your schedules. I really would like a lot of interaction between not only each other, but also with me. I'm going to be giving notes along with the class as to what I feel on some of your scripts. I think that's the best way that I can help you with these. Questions that you guys have? Anything that I can fill in the blanks on?
I can think of right now.
Okay. I think I'm going to run out of time here in just a minute. But again, that's the, oops, sorry, let me go back here. Okay, back to the share. Everybody received a an email about going to the Dropbox. If you go to Dropbox, the file is 2742 script writing. Double click on it, it comes up with everybody's names. I think there's 1 or 2 people who have not sent me an email yet, so they're not listed. If you will use this to transfer your files back and forth to each other, it'll save a lot of space, and I think it'll be easier to use. Okay, double click on Sarah, she's already turned hers in. You have to download it, okay, in order to take a look at it.
So for reviewing one another's scripts, are we like just like choosing one person, or are we going through everyone's scripts and adding?
I'll give you one at a time. You know, I would like it to be more. One thing I want to do is give everybody different scripts. So you do the first act with one person, you'll do the second act with another person, like that. That way you get a broader spectrum of what your, you know, other people's input and creativity and things. So, comments, questions, suggestions? Besides taking a long walk and finishing out and figure out what you're going to do? Come on, people, you got to help me out here. Okay.
Seems pretty straightforward, so.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
It is. There's a, I've got a note here. I don't know if I've got time. It may dump us off here. This is in reference to the all is lost moment. And I'm going to send you guys different things about this just to keep the learning process going. It says at the all is lost moment, it's a mirror of the catalyst to move the protagonist on. The main reason is, at least in part, it's the protagonist's fault. The moment with their old way of thinking smacks up against the new world they're in, and it doesn't work. In other words, what they're trying to accomplish is still being that old person in the new world, and your protagonist hasn't had to make that change yet. So the thing takes us into the dark night of the soul, which is where the protagonist contemplates what to do about the situation. It really is again a mirror of the debate. Do I move on? Do I not move on? Make sense? This is the point where the protagonist wallows in the situation as they can contemplate what to do. They feel sorry for themselves. They take it here at the rock. They take it, they're at the rock bottom, which is where they should be. Hopelessness and self-pity are the main ingredients to this beat. The dark night of the soul is the last moment before the real change occurs. So this is going into the third act, where your protagonist has to make that decision that's going to change them. It's where they suddenly take control of the situation instead of allowing situations to happen to them, and they have to do it in a new way. Okay. Well, the Act 1 is due tonight. Get those in as soon as you can, and I'll keep monitoring this and send it out to you, you know, so we can keep reviewing. Anytime you guys have any questions or comments, call me, text me, write, whatever you need, and I'm happy to help you work with these things. Okay? Anything else? Anything more I can say to help get you motivated? We should all wear headbands. I don't know.
I really should. They're the future.
Yeah, they are. You know, but one thing, I hope all you guys are okay through all this crap. It does make an interesting world, and that you have enough toilet paper. It just, I don't know, we learn a lot about ourselves and about the society, and when we have these stressful situations. But, all good?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Then I look forward to receiving those Act 1s here in the next little bit, and we'll get those out to everybody.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, have a good one.
You too.
Take
Bye.
it easy.
Bye-bye.